What up, gang-a-lang? Carolina Jackpot coming at you. It's Friday evening. Just on the way home from work. Yeah, I had to work today because I am an essential worker, and I provide services to you and other folks out there who might not otherwise be able to provide those services for themselves. So it is what it is. Gosh, not being able to talk a whole lot of football has really drugged me down the past couple of weeks, past month, really. In fact, got so depressed, I gained 2 pounds. Jeez. Can't be doing that. Looking at something today that just crossed my radar screen, and is something that surprised me that this has happened, quite frankly, at all. And especially it surprised me it's happened so soon. North Carolina and Mack Brown, that football program has taken over the lead in the ACC from the Mighty Tater Shits in the 2021 recruiting class. What do you know? They're ranked number 2 in the country. Number 2! Behind Ohio State. It's unreal. They got 14 commitments so far. And the Taters only have 10 commitments right now. And North Carolina has no 5 stars. Got a bunch of 4 stars. Got 2 more today that they picked up. Of course, I think the Taters will come back and take the victory in this one. But, I mean, it says something. Mack Brown is, as one of the cliche terms of the day goes in pop culture, checking the boxes at UNC. Last summer, I sat here and told you on my pick and prediction video against the spread, talking about the game against the Gamecocks they opened up with last year. Just talking about their season in general, that I didn't think that the geriatric Brown was going to be the magic elixir to solve what their ills were, and that was just a crappy football team. And I was wrong, man. Was I wrong? They finished up last season with a winning record. Got a big win against Temple in the bowl game. Blew them out by like 5 touchdowns. They won their rivalry game against NC State by like 5 touchdowns as well. Had some close calls in the middle of the season. Close call against the Taters too as well. They don't want to go back to Chapel Hill, North Carolina anytime soon. And as well as the Gamecocks don't want to really face them anytime soon either. They handed our ass to us in a game that we had all but won, and we decided to fuck it up in the fourth quarter, which, let's just be frank, Will Muschamp's known for fucking stuff up, so why not do something that just fits the bill. But at any rate, looking at 2020, that's what all the everybody's talking about right now. Everybody's talking about, are we going to have football or not? Are they going to cancel the season? Are we going to have a shortened season? Are we going to play in from January to May or some kind of crazy crap like that? Are we going to just play conference games? Are we going to start in June? I mean, are we not going to play at all? I think, personally, that we are going to have an abbreviated season. That's what I see happening. I could see only playing conference games. I don't think that they're going to cancel the entire season because of this thing. It's just number one, this virus has got to go away in some fashion by the time that it's time for students to get back on campus. That's gotta. I mean, I think that the right steps are being taken. The governors everywhere are mandating that everybody stay at home, only come out for essential things, blah, blah, blah. The idiots in South Carolina are not going to do that. I mean, today they're out in droves. They're just out spending the hell out of that stimulus check. More power to you. But in New York, their governors put them on lockdown to like May the 30th. And, got to wear a mask if you leave your house. You have to wear a mask. Here, it's rare to even see anybody out with a mask on unless you're around, I wouldn't say rare. I would say maybe 5% of the people are wearing them. And you got, what the hell are you looking at? making a damn video. Go try to bum another scratch off from somebody, you stupid ass bitch. That's why I hate this QT right here. If you can see it. I come to this particular QT all the time to get their white tea that's peach flavored. Because I used to drink a lot of sodas. And I'm trying to cut all the sodas out totally. And this QT happens to be located near one of the homeless shelters in Greenville. Or it used to be a church, and they've turned it into a place where homeless can go and eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think they may stay there too. I'm not really sure, but I mean, it's fine. And just about every time you go here, somebody's bumming you for money. They're bumming money from you. Even if they don't stay at the homeless shelter, they hang out around here at this QT. And QT, if you haven't been, they're on their game. I mean, they're always on the game. Stores are clean, this, that, and other. But, I mean, this one is, I mean, they let them hang out around here. And, yeah, some days, if I'm in a good mood and one asks me for something, I'll give them a couple dollars. I've given one $5. I gave one of them, actually, talking about scratch-offs, I gave them a $10 scratch-off winner one day. Just for kindness. But some days I don't want to have nothing to do with it. The other day, he comes up to me. It was after 8 o'clock. I was tired. I was dirty. I mean, I was ready to go home. And he comes up. Hey, man, how's it going? Hey, man, you wouldn't happen to have 75 cents? I'm like, no, hell no. And he's like, you ain't got to get no attitude. I'm like, I ain't getting an attitude. I mean, you're just bothering me. Leave me alone. And sometimes I don't want to hear it. So, and then sometimes I just flag ignore them when they talk to me. But more often than not, I'm cordial. So that's that. But I mean, I don't like somebody staring at me while I'm trying to do my video. Anyway, I've gotten way down into the rabbit hole and off on a tangent. So I think that we're going to have an abbreviated season. I think it's going to be conference games only. I just think that there will be so much. They can't lose that revenue. They cannot lose that revenue. If they lose that revenue, and I was watching the other night on a young man that all of us know and love, Uncle Lou, was talking about, some of the sports, that they might not even be able to play them again at some of these schools, because at the University of South Carolina, they depend on Will Muschamp's team selling some season's tickets to be able to fund the women's softball team, to be able to fund the guys' golf team, to be able to fund the swimming team. And it's the same way everywhere in the country. I mean, these programs, they don't make money. They only cost money to operate. But football and men's basketball and some schools, baseball, and in South Carolina's case, you can laugh if you want to, women's basketball. There was 19,000 people at a ball game in the Colonial Life Arena this year when South Carolina played UConn. Killed them, too. But that, at our school, pays a lot of the bills. And football just pays so many bills that I just don't see how you just cancel it and not have a season at all. Playing games in front of no fans, I just don't see that happening either. So, at any rate, to recap things, UNC leapfrogs the tater shits in 2021 rankings. Don't expect it to last, but I think that it's pretty cool, and I think it's funny, and it's a good talking point right now. Second of all, Carolina Jackpot pretty much has a big heart, but if you're trying to bum money from me when I'm tired and exhausted, you're barking up the wrong tree. And number 3, I think that we will have an abbreviated 2020 college football season, which is, as you all know, a hell of a lot better than not having one at all. All right, guys, I will see y'all later. By the way, on Sunday nights and Wednesday nights at 9:30 here on YouTube Live and over on Facebook Live, you can join in with us as we do the Rob Comrade and Kale Show, the podcast that divides the Palmetto State. I get it that for some reason I thought this thing would really blow up and we'd have a lot of people watching. We really haven't so far. I mean, it's just a small number of people. And right now, I get that there's no football, and you really don't have a lot of football to talk about because you don't have spring practice or anything like that. But we do talk football on there. During the season, it'll be amped up a lot more, I feel like, than what we got going on right now, but do encourage you to go over there and check that out. Somebody, put a comment in here the other day and said, Carolina Jackpot, get rid of those two clowns. I hate having these live streams. I get that. I mean, that's your opinion. That's, you're entitled to it. But first off, I mean, they're not clowns. The comrade, Mike Debreski, one of the smartest individuals I know. I mean, he could go back to and tell you, like, play for play, anybody what happened in some fucking baseball game in damn 1983 or something. And Rob Sanders, the Clemson fan that actually hosts the podcast, he is an afternoon host at Fox Sports 1400, I want to say, out of Columbia. So, yeah, these guys know their stuff, and they're pretty cool dudes. So, come check it out, and I will see y'all later. I appreciate you. Peace, and I'm out. Go Gamecocks, baby. Spurs up to my toes up. Let me see if I can go get this guy a taquito.